Okay, welcome back. Let's see if this works. It looks like we're all frozen on the camera. And I can't hear anybody. 1 second, please.
Good.
There we go. Fixed it. I fixed it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Did you fix it or just we weren't talking?
I don't know anymore.
We were definitely not talking.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it shows that we're all frozen. And now we
Yay.
moved for a second and we're frozen again, so I don't know what's going on.
Did you minimize the screen?
Oh, it's
There we
not
go.
frozen anymore.
Okay. All right.
I reset
cool.
the stream on my phone so I could see, and we're all moving just fine.
Mhm.
Except for Miz, who's loading.
Okay. There he is. Okay, cool. Welcome back to everybody. Thank you for staying with us. Okay. We all love technical difficulties. It's the best.
I mean, it definitely loves us. I mean, if you can't get rid of it,
That's
literally shows
hilarious.
Oh,
That's
here it is. Okay.
It's gone. Lunar Rose Love says it's gone from Fangs of New York to Glitches of Twitch. I love that. But in my mind, I'm reading Glitches of Twitches. So it makes it even better. All right, so we left off with Ambrose and Xavier pulling Alicia, the homeless woman, to go do some nefarious acts. We're going to jump back over into the casino really quickly. All right, so you guys head over to the Texas Hold'em table, and Darius sits down and just slides $500 over to the dealer. Goes, all right, chips, please. She dealer just starts counting. Change for 500. Puts down. Starts dealing out the chips and hands them over to Darius, who just makes this nice, neat little pile in front of him. Looks at you guys, go, "There's open seats, so why don't you sit down?"
oh yeah, Dorian's taking the seat.
Vance will take a seat.
I think Morgana will watch just for right now.
Okay, so you're standing back. All right, so you guys take a seat.
She'll stand by her friend. She won't be like sneaking around or anything.
All right.
Who else is at the table?
You've got 3 other random people at the table.
Okay.
Real quick, Dorian, are you planning on playing properly, or are you going to be doing other things this first game?
He never cheats. The intent of playing is to upset the other players.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, Vance is gonna jump on that. That's all Vance does.
Yeah, he certainly doesn't cheat at the game. He just finds what could potentially upset people and incite them into pushing him.
I think Morgana's gonna kind of lean down between both Vance and Dorian before the game starts and be like, for the sake of not upsetting our driver, maybe give him one game where you don't cause any chaos.
Why don't you go play somewhere else?
No. And she's gonna back up.
Telling me how to play.
Vance.
I'm gonna roll 4 dice, 1 for each round, to see if you guys win or lose, and then another set of dice to see how Dorian, if you are able to play into people's personality, so that you can get them a little flustered and whatnot. So the first 4 games. Wow. Okay. You win 3, and 1 other person at the table wins 1. So we'll say that Darius wins 1, Dorian wins 1, and Vance wins 1. And then some other schmuck at the table wins. Now let's see for those other 3 people how they fare with their attitude towards you, Dorian. I don't know, understand it. Whenever I'm gaming, I roll like crap. Anytime I'm the DM, beautiful. So
That's how it works.
right? Seriously. So Dorian, you're noticing certain way these people are sitting, that they're moving their hair, that you notice every little meticulous thing about them. And you see them with very slightly readjusting themselves a certain way. You see them looking their cards a certain way. And you utilize those notions to really dig into playing with their psyche. So let's see you go ahead and do that with somebody.
You want me to role play it, or you want me to roll the dice?
I'd like to see you role play it, please.
Oh God. Okay,
You've been wanting this moment for so long, and now you're put on the spot.
yeah, okay, but cards on the table, like, it's very difficult for me to imagine things. So, like, you describe to me what this person looks like, but it's gonna be gone within a minute.
Okay, so then let's have you roll then. Let's have you roll.
I would much prefer that if possible.
No problem. We can do that for you then. No
if I'm
problem.
not actively there, it's super hard for me to do that.
Okay, all right. You can roll intimidation and charisma then.
Intimidation?
Do you have intimidation?
No.
No.
I have empathy, awareness. I have subterfuge. I have politics. I have those skills, but I'm not trying to intimidate anyone.
All right, then let's go for a. You know what? Charisma manipulation.
Manipulation. Oh, okay. 2 attributes. We'll do that then.
Difficulty 7.
5 dice, 1 success.
All right, so you picked up on all these little character traits for all these people, and as you're trying to just really utilize that, you go, "Hey, I see you keep on sitting on your right side a little heavier than your left side. What's wrong? You got a little hemi going on there? You got a little poker? Something on your tushy hurting you?" Person just like, "You're fucking weird, man. Shut up." And then you look over at the other one, and you're seeing that every few moments they keep on pushing their hair to the side, and they look at their card, they push their hair to the side a certain way. A few moments later, they look at their card, they push it a different way. And you go, "Hey, those are really terrible tells, you know. I mean, I can see them from a mile away." And the person, "You talking to me?" This is where we're going to RP a little bit.
Right, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, are you here to win money? Or are you not here? Like, what did you lose a big bet earlier? Because you're feeling. I mean, maybe I'm not a psychic, but I'm really getting some like stressful vibes from you right now.
I haven't been doing well this evening, but I mean, why are you and they just started rambling off.
No, you're not doing well at all. I mean, God, you're terrible. You're not easy to look at either. But I mean, I thought you'd at least be smart.
Listen, man. I'm just trying to play the game here. I want to win some money. That's all I want to do.
Don't we all?
He starts like nervously looking around and everything, and
Vince is just cackling behind his cards.
As this is going on, and you're pointing out all these mannerisms a little more and more, the dealer just does a quick gesture, and then a few moments later, 2 people stand behind the one person that you're talking to, and goes, "Sir, I believe that you need to come with us." And they just lift him from right at the elbow, under the shoulders, and drag him out of the chair. And you go, "Huh?"
What?
Another
we
one
were-
bites the dust.
We were just starting to have a little fun.
The evening progresses, and we'll say that these are the next 5 hands. Damn, I'm on fire. 1, 2, 3. You guys win 4 more hands, and the person who won before he wins again. Let's do another 5 hands and see what happens. That's more like it. Okay, for the next 5 rounds, you guys don't win a single round. You don't win a single round. If anything, you tie 2 rounds. However, Darius is just like hooting and hollering. He is having the time of his life right now because he put 500 down. He had won some rounds. He is doing well. And this is the last round for the evening. Okay, the next 5 rounds, you guys win them all. One after another, you guys are boom, 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 putting more and more and more money down. Each of you have won at least over $1,000 tonight, just with the sheer amount of luck that you had on your side tonight.
Just put that drop into the vast ocean.
And Darius goes, all right. He looks at his wristwatch. His son is going to be coming up soon. I do believe we should, head back home. We should do this again, though, Tom. I swear, it's been a really blast, real good time.
Just let us know, and we'll see if our schedule's clear.
Oh, I'm down.
It was fun watching.
Anytime you want to go out.
And you guys start heading back out of the casino, and Darius hops to the car, gets the car, and brings around. As we jump over to Ambrose, so we can go back a few hours in time to Ambrose and Xander and Alicia. You and Xander start leading her off into the away from the underpass, away from the other homeless people, into regular civilian traffic as they're walking through the street and the sidewalks. And then Xander pulls both of you into a dark alley that just so happens to be right there. And Alicia goes, "Well, what are we doing here?" And she looks up at you, Ambrose, and she's got hope in her eyes.
Oh, what's that expression? I like it so much. You keep making it for me. Life has been so unfair to you, hasn't it? I understand. No longer living, but existing. Oh, I understand. And he strokes the pad of his thumb down her face, under her jaw, tilting it up to look at him. But don't be afraid. No, you mustn't do that. Both of our lives have meaning now. We're going to transform together. Isn't that right, Xavier?
That is correct. Young Alicia, I do hope that you are enjoying your time with Ambrose and myself. But for now, if I could ask you a request, my dear. If you could please just silence yourself. As he rubs his hand over her mouth, and just like in the Matrix, the mouth is gone. It's just skinned over. As you see her step back and try and say something, and starts touching her lips, where her lips should be, starts clawing at her face, and the hope and what's the word I'm looking for? The hope and admiration she had for you, Ambrose, that look completely goes away and is now filled with terror and confusion. And Xavier leans over and says, "Now remember the feeling you had when you first moved someone. Just think how you want to move it, how you want it to look. Think exactly what needs to be folded, what needs to be pressed, what needs to be flattened out, what needs to be reshaped. Envision it in your mind, Ambrose. Envision it clearly. Reach within yourself, find that artistic flair. Reach out and touch her, and form to your desire. Your designer's heart is on fire tonight, Ambrose. Make her as you wish. As he's saying this and like looming and towering over Alicia, you see her like fall to the ground and start scuttling back, unfortunately putting herself into a corner right now. As she starts openly bawling, tears cascading down her face, as she's looking between the two of you and then focuses on you as you start coming closer.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that expression. Darling. Oh, keep making that for me. Keep making that for me. And he's stalking towards her. Xavier, that magnificent thing you did with the blood, it would be cruel to waste a single pot. If I don't want to waste a single pot, it would be cruel. I promised her, Xavier. And he gets down on his hands and knees and he's just crawling towards her and sliding his hands slowly up her body and under her clothes to touch her.
You can hear the scream getting stuck in her throat as she's trying to scream out for help. And then Xavier goes, "What do you have in mind, dear Ambrose, the designer? What do you have in mind?" And he's now like rubbing, he's like massaging your shoulders, and pushing you deeper into like, just take that leap to transform this living person in front of you into something completely different. As he leans down, as he's just digging into it, he's getting more excited and goes, "What do you want her to become?"
Oh, Xavier, she's so beautiful. I want to wear her. And he starts just molding and folding. I want to wear all of her. Every piece of her. I want her on my body. I want her to cover me.
Oh,
Excuse me. And he starts cackling a little bit, and he goes, "I think she would do well as a vest. I can see a vest in her future. Can't you, Ambrose? Can't you see a vest? Yes, think of it. Think of it now. Her draped across your chest and your back. Her skin attached to yours as you wear her and you parade her skin around. Yes, transform her into that which you desire. Take the leap, Ambrose. Become the designer you wish to be."
With a guttural roar, he starts tearing off every piece of her clothes and ripping it to shreds. And he grabs her and he starts, well, no, he after he tears off his clothes, he starts pulling off his shirt and he drapes himself over her and then pulls her into his chest and just starts moving her.
So as you're fixating her to you, you're smushing her head back, and it's now just it's stretching out over and like into, not into your skin, but like along it, like making a very thin layer between you, and you're smushing her chest and her thighs and her legs all around you, and you're slicing between her spine with your fingernails, and you're just like pushing it to the side, and you're just molding her entire body, and you do in fact make a vest, and her eyes are just looking out, still blinking. You can still hear the stuck scream in her throat which is now part of your back of your vest. It's still a living creature, which is now this clothing that you just put on yourself. And Xavier reaches down, puts his hand on the back of your neck and rubs his fingers up along your scalp, and then back down and says, "You have made such an exquisite piece. You definitely are a designer, Ambrose. You most certainly are. I bow to you in your first glorious act. This is the start of a new life for you, Ambrose. I am so very proud of you. Welcome to truly being of our clan."
And he's rocking and sort of leaning into Xavier. Yes, I'm the designer. I'm the designer. I'm the designer. I'm the designer, aren't I? Aren't I the most exquisite designer? Oh, Xavier, I don't hate her. This doesn't feel wrong. It doesn't feel like killing. No, I've given her purpose. I've given us purpose.
That's it, Ambrose. You have taken someone and made them better. The best form yet. You have taken the forgotten and made them wanted. You alone, as a designer, can alter people's being and purpose. This is your plan. This, Ambrose Windsor, is your purpose. And he then remolds his face to mimic yours. And you're staring into your own face, but somehow it looks more glorified. It looks more accepting. It looks more striking. And at that moment, you see exactly what you want to see, what you've always wanted to see in yourself. And a complete euphoria comes over you as you look at him and you look at the vest that you're wearing, and you see a tear dropping from the eye that's on your shoulder. You wipe it away and you stand tall as Xavier comes closer to you, face to face, no more than a few inches. You're looking at yourself, and he says in your voice, "Ambrose, the designer, has come." We're going to jump back to the other guys real quickly.
I'm scared. Hold me.
What the fuck?
I wasn't prepared.
Me neither. So have we just
You guys have gone back to the Enclave, and just for game-wise sense, we're going to say by this time, Ambrose has returned home as well. Moira, as you guys enter, Moira tells you that Ambrose is on the balcony. But when she says that, she says it with a twinge of hesitancy.
Okay.
We're gonna go to her room.
Okay.
Dorian will go to check on Ambrose, I guess.
All right. You make your way. Real quick. Vance, are you following or are you going elsewhere?
I think he's gonna follow Morgana.
Follow Morgana. Okay, so you are going to Morgana's room. Dorian, you're going to go check on Ambrose. You make your way through the rest of the Enclave up the spiral staircase, and you see Ambrose standing at the how's it called? The barrier looking out on the city, arms open wide and just like sucking in the night air and just completely looking almost drunk. And you notice that he doesn't have a shirt on. He's completely bare armed. You see him just wearing this skin colored vest, so it looks as if he's almost wearing nothing on his chest as you make your way towards him.
Hopefully you took the stairs, unlike me the last time I came up here.
And Ambrose just slowly turns to him with that drunken look in his eyes still. Dorian, do you know what it feels like to have purpose?
Probably. Or what has happened? You're okay?
Oh, I have never, not in my mortal life, not in this one, have ever been more perfect than I am right now. No, I'm not perfect, but I will be. Very soon.
Huh. How much have you had to drink?
Darling, not a drop of blood. Don't I look nice? Aren't you going to compliment me on my new garment? Isn't it pretty? Alicia, don't you think you're pretty now? Aren't she? Isn't she pretty?
Who? What? I will admit, the confidence, it looks a lot better on you than when you were crying like a little child.
I think I will love this thing, this beautiful, beautiful thing, more than I've ever loved any piece of clothing. Have you ever gotten that feeling before? Like you found the perfect piece.
Dorian, at this point, you hear muffled sobbing coming from behind Ambrose.
Shh, 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 shh.
Did you just name your shirt?
Shh, darling, shh. It's all right. You're beautiful. He didn't mean to call you a shirt.
What? He'll
Dorian.
slowly make his way towards Ambrose to try and maybe see what's like behind him.
Would you like me to do a little spin for you, darling?
No, that's fine. What was the name of the shirt?
She's not a shirt. And her name is Alicia.
I'll look around behind you to see if he can see anything.
You look behind, and you as you're looking at it, you see that there is one eye on her back, and you see that it's looking around frantically, and you see that there are tears still coming out. And if you focus more on, you see that there is another eye on Ambrose's other shoulder, front shoulder, and that one, same thing, is looking around frantically, and tears are coming down from that one. And from that point, you can then hear the muffled crying coming from somewhere within the back of the vest.
I'm guessing in the years that Dorian has been a vampire, he has not experienced this clan.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I just wanted to make sure, but like, all right. What did you do?
And Ambrose turns to drape his arms around Dorian and pulling him in as if he's
No,
gonna...
I'll take a step back.
No?
You don't get to touch him right now.
Bad
You
touch.
just keep. Dorian, I don't know who my sire was, but he must have been the most exquisite person to have shown me such mercy. And I know now where I belong, truly. Do you know of this clan? And he just strokes his shirt, looking at him.
I don't. So this is what you do. You manipulate flesh?
I don't manipulate. Dorian, I design. It's what I've always done. I transform. On the catwalk in front of the big screen and the little screen, I've always transformed and designed. I've only now just realized that's it. That's what I have always been meant to do. This is my purpose. And it's glorious. Aren't you happy for me? Why are you looking at me like that?
It's just surprising is all. You were quite different just 2 days ago. This is not you at all, but may take me a minute to come to terms with this. I'm not saying this is bad. I'm just saying this is different.
Dorian, you don't know a damn thing about me. You
Oh.
just know what you open in a magazine, the pretty little thing in Playgirl, which you wank off to on the big screen. That's what you know. I'm something much different. I'm the designer, Dorian. I'm the designer.
We're gonna jump
I
over
should tell
to
Morgana.
okay. So Ambrose now starts booking it inside, but we were going to jump over to Vance and Morgana in Morgana's room. So what are you two up to?
Morgana's gonna kind of just enter her room with like a ugh, and then like just flop on her bed, like like a dork.
Sure.
Yeah.
Vance will just lean against the door and be like, "Oh, you didn't have fun?"
No, I had a lot of fun. That was great. And seeing Darius in such a playful mood is very enlightening for some reason.
I agree with that one. Are you okay though? We had kind of a rough night.
Yeah. That's a lot of it. It
Vance,
doesn't help that Ambrose is being rude.
Vance will walk over and just kind of sit down next to her and go, "You want to just get it off your chest?"
I just want to share
Before
my
he
cat.
puts you on his.
Morgana now has a cat. I don't know if you can see it, but
Hi, kitty.
yeah.
Yes, we need this cannon now. Cat just appears.
No, but she's kind of she's like, I don't know. It was nice to have him there and help me out of it. I've never had anyone be there to help me out of it. And I didn't know it was that easy. But and I mean I know that I did something and I told him not to do something and he listened. And then I went and did it anyways, and I just wish I didn't lose control.
I don't think you had a choice in that matter.
I should have been more responsible.
You can't blame yourself for that. Okay? That's not something we can always control. I mean, hell, I joined you.
Are you okay? I know that was a lot.
I'll be okay. It's not the first time that's happened.
Well, just know I'm here. We did it together. Might as well get through it together.
And this, I'll be honest, is the first time I've had somebody be here for me afterwards. Usually it was you forced into it and then either punished or yeah.
I think the worst time always stuck with me. I mean, Virgil's the only one that knows. Every time I lose control, I just get flashbacks, memories, and
You're not alone
sometimes
with that.
I'm back in. Yeah. I feel like my connection. Okay. I just. One day I was visiting my mom, and we never really had a good relationship. Always fighting all the time, and Virgil was there. And one day I just got so mad at her. And then I just saw red. And then when I got out of it, she wasn't there anymore, to put it lightly.
Vance
And,
kind of
like,
nod and just kind of pull her closer.
Morgana's just kind of gonna, like, take Vance's hands just for comfort.
At that moment, Ambrose bursts through your room.
You can knock.
Ambrose leans and just slinks against the door, staring at Morgana and Vance.
Did you need something? Have you
What's
gone
up?
to your room at all?
Nice vest.
Morgana, I'm not angry anymore.
Okay.
I'm quite the opposite, actually. But I have something wonderful to tell you.
Okay. She's gonna, like, kind of withdraw from Vance. You sound weird. And what are you wearing?
Ambrose goes into her. Are you sitting on the bed? Where are you sitting?
I'm assuming she was sitting on the bed with Vance.
Yeah, you said that you flopped in the bed, so you are on the bed.
Ambrose rushes to the bed, kneels down right next to her, and tries to take her hand in his.
She kind of is like almost pulls back, but then just like lets it happen. Like, okay.
Morgana, the most wonderful thing happened. I found purpose. And I want to share it with you. I was cross before, but it wasn't what you think it was. It's not because you did what... It's not because you did that, but it was...
I wanted to talk to you about this. I wanted to apologize. I mean, I told you to do something, and then I lost control, and I wanted to say I'm sorry. I know that was probably really frustrating. And it's not really like me to do anything like that.
For somebody so brilliant and beautiful, you really you missed the mark, darling. That wasn't it. That wasn't why I was angry at you. You can defy me all day. I'd like you even more for it. That wasn't why I was angry at you. Do you know why I was angry at you, Morgana?
Why?
I kept replaying what Lord Astaroth did to me when he punished me. And I could not bear to think that could possibly happen to you. I don't know what I would have done if he attacked you. I might be dead, quite honestly. It's because you put yourself in danger.
Didn't mean to.
Don't do it again.
You came in here to say something about purpose? What happened? Where were you?
I met someone who's like me. He taught me things. He
Xavier?
taught me how to... Yes, him, Xavier. Oh, Morgana, it's the first time in my miserable life I feel happy. Aren't you happy for me?
Yes, but I'm not unhappy. I'm happy that you found purpose, but I always thought that you had purpose already. Not in modeling or being some poster boy, but you saw beauty everywhere. And where it lacked, and I thought that, that was your purpose. Share it with everyone else.
He's gonna put his hands on her face and bring her really close to put their heads together. Oh, stop talking, stop talking. I want to just crush your beautiful skull into mine and mold your beautiful body into mine right
Bring her
now.
hands
And
up and push him away. Ambrose, what?
Oh, Xavier said it was something that other vampires feared, but I don't think there's any reason to fear it. You shouldn't fear me. Vance, you should not fear me.
I'm concerned.
I am too. Ambrose, you would not have said that yesterday.
I wasn't the same as yesterday. I wasn't the same as 3 days ago. I'm a transformed, beautiful thing now.
Violent.
Gee.
Morbid and violent.
We're going to jump over to Dorian now, who is being approached by Moira. Master Dorian, is there anything I could get for you?
A bottle would be good.
Right away, sir. I would like to bring mention. Did you happen to see that thing that Ambrose was wearing?
Yeah, he pointed it out quite a lot.
Am I to believe that that is what I expect it to be?
I don't know. I'm not sure I want to know.
Might make it 2 bottles then.
Maybe.
She gives you a little bow and heads in. You are now on the balcony by yourself. You have a few moments' peace where you're all by yourself.
He'll take out his secondary phone
Mm-hmm.
from his sire and send a text. It'll say the name of the clan, was that ever spoken out loud?
It was not. Nope.
Right. I'm beginning to understand the differences between the clans, and it's terrifying. Send.
You get the quick, the red pops up underneath the message. You get the quick bubbles right away, and it just says, "Explain."
He'll look around and he'll make a quick, he'll call.
One ring and yes.
Is there someone, a clan that can manipulate flesh?
And the line goes quiet for a little bit as Vasilia takes a deep breath in, and you hear her slowly exhale. The Tizmike. Are you referring to them? Have you come into contact with someone that can alter the flesh of another?
Yes, Lady Vasilia.
Were you fighting against them?
No, they're part of this whole crew that they've got going on with me.
You mean to say that one of the people that you are supposed to be controlling just so happens to be a skin former?
Well, I know that we can do certain things with blood, but I never imagined something like this could happen.
Tell me, this one who can shape their skin and others, have you seen their sire?
No, I'm not even sure he knows who his sire is.
You would think it's Warren. That's who you would believe it to be. So.
Oh yeah. That's right. Retcon.
Yep.
Yes. He calls himself Warren.
Warren, and you hear her typing on a computer really quickly as it echoes in the phone a little bit. And he's a Ventru. This is most peculiar.